Welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil, practicing daily and sharing my tips so we can all do better at the craps table. Today we're talking about the why. Why am I here today? Give you a little history on me. I've been throwing dice for 15 years. My boss taught me in Vegas, and when I got home that weekend, I talked to my best friend and I told him that I was throwing craps in Vegas, and he played craps, and he said, "Have you ever heard about dice control?" Which I had not. When I got off the phone, I started researching, looking it up online, looking at a lot of videos, talking to a lot of people, and buying a lot of books. And I was fascinated. I was fascinated at the fact that you could take these dice, set them a certain way, you could throw them the same way each time. And by doing so, you could reduce the odds and make it better for you to make money on the tables rather than the random thrower that takes the dice up and just throws them. So I was fascinated by this. I did a lot of research, a lot of reading, and I said, I wonder if I could do this. So back in the day, I started practicing. I read a lot of books. I took a lot of classes. I had a lot of coaches. And then eventually I had some mentors, which were my three best friends. We all decided we were going to control dice throw. Took them a lot of convincing, all of them, if it worked or not. But after a while, we all four started practicing and worked out that we're doing well in Vegas every year. We are doing very well in our practice, in our play. And so I thought that this was going well. Well, this year, after 15 years, we go to Atlantic City and we got crushed. All of us got crushed. Now, was I blaming bad practice or was it just bad luck? And I wanted to cut down those odds. I was miserable. I came back there because I had thought I had practiced very well, and it was in my head that maybe this is not true. Maybe this is not a real thing. Maybe I've been working on this for 15 years and it's just not true. So a couple days go by, and I decided we're all going to Vegas in 90 days. Why not work on doing deliberate practice? Put everything I know about practicing dice control into practice from all of my classes, all of my seminars, all of my training and coaching and mentoring. Put it together and see if this is a true thing. Can I change my odds in Vegas so I can make money? So I got a little revved up about this and I said, yes, I'm going to deliberate practice 1 hour every day and I'm going to see if I can improve. So for the last 10 days, I've been throwing the dice and accumulating 360 throws. And I marked down my success with that and what my numbers are, which we'll go over later. And then I'm going to throw 90 days. And by throwing 90 days, hopefully, when we go to Vegas, we'll be able to reduce our odds, increase our chances of winning, and hopefully make some money. So, how am I going to hold myself accountable to practicing 1 hour every day? Well, I thought I should be able to post this. If I post this every day, it'll force me to make a video. It'll force me to warm up. It'll force me to practice. And also, by sharing my tips and sharing what I know, maybe it'll help you, but also it's going to help me. So these videos are mainly about holding me accountable to throwing each and every day. So I'm going to practice every day. My goals are to deliberate practice every day on my working. I'm going to warm up every day. I'm going to practice sharpshooting, which we'll talk about, and then I'm going to throw a real game and see how I do. I'm going to mark it down. At the end of 90 days, I'm going to do another 360 throws, see what my number is before I head to Vegas. Then we're going to go to Vegas. I'll share with you how I did and how we did together as a team. And hopefully we make some money in Vegas. So by posting online every day, I don't care if you like my videos, and I don't care. I want feedback. So I'd like you to give me some comments, some positive comments and some constructive feedback. And I will share my ways. I will share what I'm doing, how I'm going, and if there's something you'd like to see that I'm not doing in the video, maybe I can create a short for it so I can show you, explain exactly what that video was going. So, a couple disclosures. This is not about betting. We're not going to talk about betting at all. There are 5 billion great videos out there about betting strategies, all kinds of betting strategies that we're not going to talk about. I am not about the betting because I truly believe that if you put bets down on anybody that's a control thrower, that's a real control thrower, you're going to make money the longer anybody throws. So I believe that control throwers throw a lot longer than any other thrower. So that's where you're going to make your money. And this is not going to be about how to play. I'm not going to discuss how to do a pass line bet, a come bets. I'm not going to talk about any of that. This is intentionally only talking about practicing. And I realize there is not one video out there that goes into a detailed discussion about how people practice. Now, this is for me. I am just a student of this. I'm not an expert of this at all. I'm going to show you what I do, my grips and my throw. You may have a different style. This is hopefully however you throw, hopefully you see what I do and you can adapt your training in your practice daily so that you can get better, no matter if you're doing what kind of grips you're doing, no matter what kind of throws you're doing. It doesn't matter. It's the idea of how you're setting up your practice and how you're practicing each and every day. I am a student. I am talking about, I am still going to seminars regularly. I have a coach that I talk to. I have mentors that share their ways I'm throwing so I can fix it every day. If you just sit here and throw every day and don't adjust or fix your numbers or your throw based on what you are doing, then you're creating bad habits and you've got to be able to change that. Through these videos, hopefully you can see for yourself how you can change them, what to look for, and how to get better. So I'm going to share my practice, my tips, my stories. And if you're a beginner at this, I'm going to show you how to do it from when I was throwing into a suitcase to having a practice rig to having my full table. We'll discuss it all. If you're advanced, hopefully you help me by sharing your comments on my throw, on what you're seeing, and maybe we can adapt or have a good discussion about that. So in summary, I'm going to throw for 90 days. 90 days of practice. I'm holding myself accountable. These videos are about me and how I do it. And if you want to adapt your practice, that's fine. My tips about control throwing through the years, how I did it, and getting to Vegas and making money, which is what we all want to do. So hopefully you like my videos and enjoy the discussions we have for the 10-minute videos I create. And I'm going to discuss tomorrow my practice plan in detail. How do I practice and what does that look like? So hopefully you tune in tomorrow. So once again, I'm going to end with the best way to make money on a craps table is to throw for a long time. Thank you.